Hey everyone, it's me, the Pokemon Trainer, and today we're going to look at the Lord of the Rings add-on. And yes, I know I've reviewed this already, and it's the same add-on that I reviewed, but with one special twist. By deleting the last video I did, because I just used that one medieval castle thing that I did, and I realized that I didn't like that add-on, my video, because like that was... I just didn't like the map I used. I'm just going to say it was too small. I just didn't like how things were going. So instead of using that old, realistic, historical-looking medieval map, today we have ourselves Helm's Deep. So we're not only going to review the Helm's Deep map, but we're also going to review the Lord of the Rings add-on. And if you could tell, I chose Mordor because I have this Dark Souls Lord of the Rings looking skin on me, and we're going to play as the bad guy this time, unlike usually. So if you want to know how I managed to get Helm's Deep, if it's not like, since it's not MC World and not in any of the Minecraft Pocket Edition websites or apps that I usually use, what I did, you could search up in my Konosuba. You could look at my recent Konosuba X ReZero add-on. Explains everything how to get it. If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to look at the entire video, there's a description link. It has all the links to how to convert it to MCPDL, into a MC world, a Bedrock world. This map is epic, to be honest. The guy who created this has he's created all the Lord of the Rings worlds that you see, just as minus Morgul, and which I wasn't able to convert it into MC world. That one, the minus Morgul. So I'm so sorry about that one, but. Bree, Rivendell, literally any Minecraft map, he created it all. Well, not all Lord of the Rings worlds, but any of the famous Lord of the Rings worlds, except for minus Morgul, he created them all. He literally did everything that you would find in Lord of the Rings, even the things they wouldn't expect. Well, except for minus Morgul for at least me. But that makes sense, to be honest. I'm going to try to find a minus Morgul map. Hopefully there's another one that's good, but it's probably not going to look as good as the one that he made. The guy who created this called Epic Conquest. Highly suggest you check his work. It's my first time looking and reviewing his maps. I don't know if anybody else has reviewed this. It probably have, because it's a pretty popular map and it's pretty insane looking. It looks exactly like the books and the movies. I'm not gonna lie. And as a Lord of the Rings fan, I would know that, to be honest. And the way they made Helm's Deep is just... I love it, to be honest. I love it. I love it. I don't know how somebody like him would have created this, but I love it. I love it. Anyway, let's look at this. I just can't stop looking. This map add-on is so... It just gives me so much nostalgia. Oh, they even have this thing. This map, this add-on is just... Is there anything outside? Because isn't like Helm's Deep located in Rohan? I think this is it. This is just the map. Anyway, we're going to look at the add-on because that is what we came here for. We came here to look at some Lord of the Rings epicness in Minecraft. So the first thing we're going to look at are the weapons, though. This might seem new to you, but we're just going to look at it. First, this video is going to be much better than the last video because... Look, we have Lord of the Rings weapons and Lord of the Rings map. Unlike just one map that I used only once. Anyway, the Dark Steel Spear. The Dark Steel Battle Axe. The Dark Steel Cleaver. Does this stuff actually... Oh, it actually does. That's awesome. It reminds me of some, video game stuff. The Dark Steel Warhammer. The Dark Steel Dagger, the Mithril Sword, The Gondor Steel Sword. The Gondor Steel Spear. The Uruk Ace. And anything else is just like mithril and more, whatever. Anything else is just this in, yeah. The Gondor Steel Spear. Uruk Axe, Savage Uruk Axe. The Wit Blade. This one's possibly one of my favorites, the War Chief Sword. Like, it looks awesome, to be honest, the War Chief Sword. The Admin's Blade. Gothmog's Mace. Morgul Blade. Dark Iron Warhammer. The Dark Iron Sword. We're gonna keep that. We're just gonna keep this sword. Usually keep the mithril sword, but we're just gonna keep that. The Dark Iron Halberd. The Dark Iron Battle Axe. Spear. That's one thing I wanted to discuss. Is that one of the things I really like about Lord of the Rings, the books, not the movies, the books, is that they really showed the historical accuracy in fantasy. Because if you see the books, what I saw in the movies was just a bunch of swords. Just swords. But not once have I seen them carry like a halberd. At least a halberd that looks like this right over here. Like how does that work? Like, how do you not, like, how is it that Lord of the Rings is just swords and swords and swords? Everybody wielding swords, but they don't wield spears, halberds, or at least not a lot, like, because in the movies, in the books, if you look at the artworks in the books, the illustrations, the beautiful illustrations made by different artists, you would see that the Lord of the Rings illustrations show you that, they show you that it's clearly like real medieval weapons, like stuff like halberds, spears, pole axes, and all this other stuff. The fact that you would just put spears as swords in the movie, just swords, is just ridiculous. Especially when the original source. That's why I tell people, read the book, don't watch the movie. Like, I was fooled by that. I've been fooled by that, and the fact that I've been fooled by something that I've loved for many years, and ever since I got into the books, I've liked it even more. It's just beyond belief, to be honest. Anyway, that's it for the weapons. At least, I think that's it. Yep, that's it for the weapons. Everything else, we're just going to look at the armor. So, we have the Witch King helmet. The Witch King. Mortar Executioner helmet. The Ithilien Ranger hood. The Gondor leather helmet. Gondor. Dol Amroth helmet. Valengard helmet. The only thing I'm gonna keep on is the where is it? Oh, is it this one or? Now, I like that right there. That's cool right there. We're gonna put some of these on. Now that looks, I usually wear that. I think that's it. Yeah. That looks cool right there. There's also all of this stuff. I haven't looked at this stuff yet, but one thing that I didn't... Hold on just for a second. One thing I usually don't do is review the other stuff. I usually just review the add-on itself. So we're going to do that today. Let me just find it. So before we get on to the mobs, we're just going to look at the... So this is of reaching level 12, you will granted a sphere. The sphere signifies you have enough command points to recruit your enemies within your faction. Do not lose the sphere. So it basically says you will be granted a command sphere. This sphere signifies you have enough command points to recruit entities with your faction. Just in case you didn't hear that. So there's a Mordor's command sphere. And I guess it's for that thing on top. I don't know what, I don't get. Maybe you have to do some kind of command for this thing to work. You can also trade people with. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of other stuff here in the sphere, which I have no idea what it's for, but. Yeah, we're just going to put it that way. Now let's look at the mobs. So first we have is Gondorian Levy. What? You kidding me right now, right? Oh, these are recruits. So, wait a minute. So these are just recruits. That's something I didn't remember in the, That's crazy. So, yeah, I think those are just recruits. You can't just spawn them. So, that's something that I didn't see in the other add-on. That's pretty cool, to be honest. So, you recruit them. So, we're not going to do that. Next, we have is Goth. First, we have Gothmog. I guess, this is an update that... I swear I reviewed this in March. Maybe this was... Maybe I didn't download the updated version. Who knows, really. But I swear it wasn't that. I don't remember that, at least. And I looked at the video. I don't remember the recruit thing being there. Next we have is Mountain Troll. It's a cave troll. Look, look, it's a cave troll. I can't even remember anymore. I've made that quote so many times that I just... And you want to know something? You know, people know, so many quotes from different movies I've never seen before. Yeah, the only quotes I know of are from stuff like medieval fantasy, like Lord of the Rings. Anything else, if you tell me about Get to the Chopper or anything else like that, yeah, I'm just going to say I've never watched it. I just know it because people have said it. That's it. I was never a fan of the Terminator movies. I'm just going to tell you that. Most of the stuff I know about is stuff from medieval fantasy, stuff like that. Or fantasy. I'm not going to lie. You could do whatever you want to do, but for me, I cannot watch stuff that aren't medieval fantasy or anything fantasy. Anything that's stuff like Breaking Bad or stuff, anything that's not science, at least good science fiction or anything that has a bunch of talking to it or just a bunch of drama, I cannot watch. I just don't know. I'm not even, that's the reason why I'm not a huge fan of Disney. It's not that I hate Disney, I love Disney movies, don't get me wrong. It's just that I'm just not a huge fan of it. It's because most of them just, they use the same trope, and especially a lot of those romances. Like, I cannot watch this stuff. I don't know about you, but I cannot watch that. Next, we have the Ent. Which have different. These might be the Ent wives. Well no. And that's another thing. The Ent wives. Nobody really knows what the Ent wives are. I just all we know is that they're like, they used to be there, but for some odd reason, like, was it that they hated the forest or something like that? I can't even remember. So there's like a bunch of theories, and that they hated. I think that they hated the forest or something like that. That they wanted to be public, like with more with like the people. I think, and like they escaped the Ents. So like the Ent wives, like there's a theory out there that they probably like escaped to to live with the public, with the people, and like something happened. Maybe Mordor came, maybe Sauron came with like an army and killed them all or something like that. I can't remember the name, but something like that happened. That's the warg. And I'm not gonna lie, like with the Rings of Power series, I didn't like the warg, the way they look like. I'm not gonna lie. The cave troll. I'm gonna test this out. My gosh, this cave troll just won't die. I didn't remember the cave troll being this hard to kill. My gosh, this thing is so hard to kill. Well, I'm just gonna use this. Thank you. Wow, man. What I wanted to do is I wanted to spawn him outside so we could, use him for later. But this is what the cave troll looks like. Next we have the hill troll. Hopefully this one's not as hard to kill as the last one. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, I've also been playing this game called Ravensword, which is a game I played before, and it's like a Lord of the Rings, and lots of people said it was like Skyrim. But it reminds me of Lord of the Rings, and that's possibly one of the only Lord of the Rings games I've ever played that wasn't like Lord of the Rings based on. Anyway, next we have is the Godorian Levy, the Fountain Guard, and we're gonna test this out. We're going to test this out by spawning a bunch of monsters. And see if like so next we have is I'm not gonna even read it this time because I always read it. These guys are just looking at me like, who is this guy? Wait a minute. We're gonna spawn. Well, we're not gonna spawn this on that side. Peasant Archer. We're gonna spawn this one outside. So we have the Mordor Orc. Wait a minute. Hold on, why the orcs? Maybe it's because they're just mobs. And stop trying to turn it to daytime at nighttime. Anyway, that was let's do this again. We had the Orc Savage, Orc Archer, the Mordor Snaga, the Olakai, Uruk War Chief, Uruk Archer, Mordor Orc. I'm going to spawn like one up here and test it out. So that's awesome right there. It's like, so now we can have our own medieval. Let's spawn like bunch of these. Bunch of soldiers, just like the movie. And let's try to. All we need is some music. No, this is turning into a real medieval Middle-earth battle. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This is turning into a real Middle-earth battle. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be a. There's so much lag going on, I can't even explain it. Anyway, next we have is the Uruk War Chief, Uruk Archer, the Mordor Orc. No, what was that one? Yeah, Mordor. This map is so much more epic than the other map. Next we have is the Mordor Executioner, Mordor Recruiter, Mordor Orc Captain, the Mordor Orc, Orc Lumberjack, the Orc Lumberjack, and the Spear Thrower. I'm not gonna lie. Let's take a look at this add-on right here, this mapper. It would be better without the lag, but since it's Minecraft Pocket Edition, and you know how Minecraft Pocket Edition works, it's gonna. I need to spawn some more archers though. This is exactly like the movie, I'm not gonna lie. Just with lag. Let's try to spawn a crossbow, hopefully. Maybe we need to go to survival, so let's. Well, if I go to survival, they're gonna kill me, so. No, let's just use the bow. Where is the bow? Where's the bow? Where's the bow? I can't. Before we end this video off, we need to have an epic siege against Look at the amount of look what they're doing here. They're trying so bad to kill them, but there's just so much chaos going on. This map is so, I'm telling you, this add-on, using this add-on with this map makes the experience so much better compared to the last map, last video I did. Anyway, as much as I want to review, actually, let's just do it. Let's just kill one right over here. At least there's no lag on this. Why is it going so slow? I guess this is just a new gameplay. Remember, again, I haven't used the bow in years. Maybe it's the map, something. Maybe it's because of the amount of, monsters here. Causes so much lag that... Oh well, we tried. Hope you guys enjoyed this epic Minecraft Lord of the Rings add-on re-upload. I mean, there were some new things that I didn't add. For example, I remember the orc being that strong, and yeah, I hope the creator adds all kinds of new stuff. Again, this is just a month old, this add-on, this update. So, at least what I know, because it says March 15th. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this new re-upload of this epic Lord of the Rings add-on that I love the most for MCPDL. And tell me your thoughts about this epic map. Honestly, I love the way. Hopefully, we get more Lord of the Rings or similar Lord of the Rings add-ons so I can review more maps on it, more add-ons for this. You know what I mean. Hopefully they get upload more, because a lot of the add-ons have been really crappy. The only thing I can do now is just look at the ones I haven't looked at. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys in the next epic Minecraft Pocket Edition video. Bye bye.